Okay, we've got Dermod Travis here from the Canada Tibet Committee.
He gets to stand in the snow, I get the warm.
Talk a bit more about the resettlement program and why Canadians should be aware of this resettlement program for Tibetans.
First and foremost, there's 6,000 Tibetans in Canada today. Large community in Vancouver, smaller community on the island. They've proven to be incredible citizens. Government of Canada generously agreed to offer permanent residency to 1,000 Tibetans who live in one of the most remote corners of India, Arunachal Pradesh. We went there in June. We've had a chance to talk to the Tibetans who will have an opportunity to come to Canada. They're incredibly excited about this possibility. They're going to make great citizens, and we've had to do a lot of paperwork. With any government program, there's an incredible amount of paperwork that gets put into these projects, and now we finally, in the last month, got to a point where we get to put it into action. And so we're going to be starting the selection process in India within the next few weeks. We've already been working on the ground in Canada for sponsors, and look forward to seeing the first Tibetans arrive in their new homes sometime late this spring, summer, early fall. And I think the communities where they settle, that their neighbors are going to say this is wonderful. And it gives a real chance for Tibetan culture, Tibetan spirituality to be able to prosper. Because one of the things that the Tibetan people need desperately is enough concentration, enough size of community to be able to keep their language alive, to keep Buddhism alive, and to ensure that they have a viable future until the day that the government of China realizes that democracy is a better route than autocracy.
I just have one thing that's I'm curious about, and that's that they come from Arunachal Pradesh in India. So they've already fled Tibet, and they've already established themselves somewhat in India, and then they're coming to Canada.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
That is correct. They live in 5, we're talking remote settlements. I guess I'm
wondering why Canada is focusing on the already exiled Tibetans and not Tibetans inside Tibet.
Well, the sad truth is that Tibetans inside Tibet can't leave Tibet unless they flee. The government of China will not give Tibetans permission to settle in Canada under such a program. And so in order for a Tibetan to qualify for any resettlement program, they're first going to have to cross the Himalayas and either get into Nepal and then into India or directly into India. These particular settlements, because of their remoteness, are incredibly difficult for the Tibetan government in exile to sustain.
Right.
And the thing that really drove me home was the fact that I noticed that there was an entire age group missing when I visited the settlements, and I didn't know where they were. And that was children from approximately the ages of 12 to 19. And when I went to Dharamsala in the other corner of India, Maddie Burnaby from Vancouver and we took a taxi for a day to a small school, thousands of kilometers away from Arunachal Pradesh, and there they were, the children that were missing from those settlements. And when those children leave at a young age to go to this school, they don't go back until they've graduated, because their families can't afford to bring them back. The distance and the mode of transport is so great and so difficult that they stay away from their families, away from their parents, their grandparents, their extended family, literally for years. And in some situations, there'll be cases of families who come to Canada who will see each other for the first time in years at the airport in Delhi as they catch a flight to their new homes.
Wow.